Very cool. Start, cycle bounds, subtitles. This looks good. The Apollo Experience demo. Look at start below. I believe this is the same guy that made Titans of Space. So, in 15/7, Soviet Russia launches Sputnik 1. 1961, Yuri Gagarin becomes first man in space. For those 5 years, America was one step behind in the space race. 62, American President John Kennedy raised the stakes by announcing America's intentions to put a man on the moon. The following speech was delivered to the American people to support this endeavour. Oh cool, we get to see the speech.
No man can fully grasp how far and how fast we have come.
Oh, I'm in like a little...
But condense, if you will,
This is cool. I'm in like a little...
50,000 years of man's recorded history in a time span of but a half a century. Stated in these terms, we know very little about the first 40 years, except at the end of them, advanced man had learned to use the skins of animals to cover them. Then about 10 years ago, under this standard, man emerged from his caves to construct other kinds of shelter. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write and use a cart with wheels. Christianity began less than 2 years ago. The printing press came this year.
That's like a game of Civ.
And then less than 2 months ago, during this whole 50-year span of human history, the steam engine provided a new source of power. Newton explored the meaning of gravity. Last month, electric lights and telephones and automobiles and airplanes became available. Only last week did we develop penicillin and television and nuclear power. And now, if America's new spacecraft succeeds in reaching Venus, we will have literally reached the stars before midnight tonight. This is a breathtaking pace, and such a pace cannot help but create new ills as it dispels old. New ignorance, new problems, new dangers. Surely the opening vistas of space promise high costs and hardships, as well as high reward. So it is not surprising that some would have us stay where we are a little longer, to rest, to wait. But this city of Houston, this state of Texas, this country of the United States was not built by those who waited and rested and wished to look behind them.
Pretty amazing speech. Never heard that before.
For the eyes of the world now look into space, to the moon, and to the planets beyond. And we have vowed that we shall not see it governed by a hostile flag of conquest, but by a banner of freedom and peace. The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And it is one of the great adventures of all time. Those who came before us made certain that this country rode the first waves of the Industrial Revolution, the first waves of modern invention, and the first wave of nuclear power. And this generation does not intend to founder in the backwash of the coming age of space. We mean to be a part of it. We mean to lead it. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind. And its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon.
Oh wow.
We choose to go to the moon.
Yeah, there's the moon. Oh, that is so fucking cool. Oh,
we
wow.
choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
That literally gave me little
Because
shivers.
that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win when the others do.
I fucking love the art.
Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
I think the momentous,
wow.
most memorable
No, like,
thing that
seriously, fucking
call
wow.
that particular day was the opportunity while my two
Holy
friends here were being
fuck.
put into the spacecraft to stand alone by
Oh
myself
my God,
out
that
there
is
and look at the
fucking
rocket
incredible.
and the quietness and see the sun come up and the waves rolling in and the evidence of the millions of people watching, but nothing specific and just so quiet. And to realize that indeed such a contrast was going to take
Lord.
place, all the frantic activity preparing the rocket, but it was so quiet up there for me personally, and that in a very few moments we were going to
wow.
be departing in a great
just
roar
amazing.
for a momentous
That
event.
thing is fucking huge. Am I just going to sit here while it takes off? Because that's going to be scary as shit. I was going to say, I think I'd, like, that's actually going to scare the fuck out of me. This is something else. Huh.
I thought we had a 90% chance of getting back safely to Earth on that flight, but only a 50-50 chance of making a successful landing on the first attempt. There's so many unknowns in that descending from lunar orbit down to the surface that had not been demonstrated yet by testing. It's a risk-reward equation, and you're able to accept a level of risk so long as it's commensurate with the reward that you will get by achieving the goal that you're after.
These guys had some fucking balls, I tell you. And obviously our current guys still do, but... These guys literally...
T-minus 1 minute, 35
wow.
seconds
Talk about
on the
brave.
Apollo mission, the flight to land of the first men on the moon. All indications coming in to the control center at this time indicate we are go. 1 minute, 25 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates the third stage completely pressurized. 80-second mark has now been passed. We'll go on full internal power at the 50-second mark in the countdown. Guidance system goes on internal at 17 seconds, leading up to the ignition sequence at 8.9 seconds. We're approaching the 60-second mark on the Apollo 11 mission. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting. Neil Armstrong just reported back. It's been a real smooth countdown. We passed the 50-second mark. Power transfer is complete. We're on internal power with the launch vehicle at this time. 40 seconds away from the Apollo 11 liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Off we go.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower clear.
We got a roll program. Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on a proper heading.
There's the sun. There's the moon. See it.
Plus 30 seconds.
second.
11 Houston, thrusters go. All engines, you're looking good. Roger, you're loud and clear, Houston.
We're through the region of maximum dynamic pressure now.
11 Houston, your guidance is converged. You're looking good.
Set 8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second.
Stand by for mode 1, Charlie. Mark, mode 1, Charlie. 1, Charlie.
Cliff Charlesworth taking a staging status.
This is Houston, you are go for staging. Tower's going. Roger, Tower. Board cutoff.
Inboard engines out.
I'm in board cutoff.
Wow. Just wow.
Houston, be advised the visual is go today. This is Houston, roger out. Yeah, they finally gave me a window to look out.
At the expense of sounding a little bit unmanly, that literally almost brought a tear to my eye.
That's one small step
That's
for man.
incredibly moving. I think I will definitely be funding. I'm going to do that as soon as I finish this video. I will definitely be visiting that Kickstarter. I recommend anyone who has a DK2 to download this demo. And I'm going to be backing them to get the full mission for sure, because that is absolutely stunning. One of the best Oculus experiences I've ever had. So yeah, that's amazing. I will see you guys in the next video. I can't see the camera, but over there somewhere. So catch you later.